My name is Afreen and the topic for today is informal letter. An informal letter can be composed in almost any way you prefer, but there are a few things that you need to keep in mind while writing an informal letter. Let's begin. Before that, let's read this question. Write a letter to your friend who is sick, wishing him/her speedy recovery in a consoling tone in about 120 to 150 words. You are Tania. Now, this question is about writing a letter to a friend who is sick. Let's see how we can compose a letter. Now, even when you're writing to close friends or relatives, the address must be written. So basically, as you know, we write the address on the left hand side. We write the sender's address on the left hand side, isn't it? And then we have the date. Okay, the date allows the reader to have a reference as to when the letter was written. That's why we write the date here. And then we have the salutation here, dear Ruhi, in a very formal, in a very informal way. Now, in the opening paragraph, now we have those few common sentences. Now, I insist you to please avoid those common sentences like how are you, how have you been, I hope you're doing well. Now, these are all common statements. Even if it's an informal letter, just start writing the reason why you have written the letter. I just found out the difficult situation you're going through, and it is for this reason that I write this letter. I'm worried about your state of health. I know you just got out of a major operation. So in the first paragraph, instead of really being very formal in terms of those repeated statements which really don't make the letter interesting, I insist you to just write what you feel, what you emotionally feel for that person. Okay, though of course you're writing and preparing for examination. Imagine that if your friend would be sick, what you would do, what you would write. So don't be really very tensed or under pressure to write those typical sentences. The important part is that you have a good content in your letter, isn't it? Okay, and here in the question, of course, you're told to use a consoling tone. So of course that will happen only when you put in your own ideas, emotions and feelings in the letter. So here no such sentences as to how is life treating you, I hope you're doing well, how are your parents. No. Okay, and next paragraph, I've just written what I would really advise my friend to do. So you know your friend well. There are some peculiar traits of your friends that you know. So here, remember to be obedient to the doctor's advice and complete your treatment. Be patient and you will see that you will recover and soon be at home with your family. So this is a kind of a bit of advice, a bit of concern that I'm showing in my letter. And then, I heard you have a family member in the hospital. I'm just a phone call away if you ever need anything. Best wishes as you recover. Yours loving, Tania. Again, you can see the word limit and adjust the sentences here and there in the paragraphs. But the intention of this video is to encourage you to write your own sentences, even if you feel that they are simple, even if you feel that they are not up to the mark. Please go ahead and write what you feel, and don't be really, at least for informal letters, please don't have that particular kind of format for informal letter. Okay, all right. So this is it. So in this second paragraph, I have just given an advice what I feel my friend should follow, that she should follow the doctor's advice and take all her medicines on time and be a little patient, and giving her a hope that she will recover soon and be with her family. And then at the end, what I have done is, instead of give my regards, that shouldn't be written for a letter to a sick friend, but then to like take care of your health and so on, I have written that, can I be of help to you in some way? I've heard you have a family member in the hospital, and even if you need me, I'm there for you. Best wishes as you recover. Best wishes as you recover. Now, the end part is the closing part where you conclude your letter with some goodbye message here. Okay? And then you sign off the letter like yours loving Tanya with a friendly tone, and you can write your name there. So at the beginning you have the address. Keep the address short. If it's given in the question, you have to carefully write that address. Otherwise, keep your address really short to avoid errors. We have the date, don't forget the date, and then the salutation. Now please develop a habit of leaving lines between paragraphs to make it look neat. Even if your writing is not up to the mark, leaving lines will make it appear better. Then we have the first paragraph. Again, after the first paragraph you can leave a line, after the second paragraph you can leave a line, and at the end here, wherever there is space here, it means you have to leave a line. And that's all about the letter. And the letter was about writing a letter to a sick friend. And if in reality your friend is sick, don't write a letter, just go and meet your friend. That's more important. Thank you. Have a nice day.